What if I told you that the most devastating war in human history wasn't started by a single villain, but by a chain reaction of events that began 2 decades earlier? That the real story is a cocktail of a poisoned peace treaty, economic collapse, and a catastrophic miscalculation by world powers. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Uncharted Chapter, the home for explorers of history's biggest mysteries and secrets. From the reality of Area 51 and invisible countries to the truth behind Apollo 11's first moon landing and the depths of secret labs and sea monsters, we uncover the stories behind the stories. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you don't miss our weekly deep dives into the forbidden and the unexplained. So finally, we are tackling a topic you've all been requesting in the comments. What was the real reason for the Second World War? Many people think the war started simply because Hitler began invading countries. But friends, that was the event that ignited the powder keg, not the reason it was built in the first place. The real reasons were much deeper and began years earlier. To understand this, we have to go back to the end of the First World War. After losing the war, Germany was forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty wasn't just harsh, it was designed to cripple Germany. Germany was forced to accept full blame for the entire war. The infamous War Guilt Clause. An unimaginable sum of money was demanded as reparations, so large it completely destroyed Germany's economy. Germany's army was shrunk to almost nothing. Key territories were taken away. The German people were left with a deep, seething feeling of national humiliation, and people needed wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy a single loaf of bread. Unemployment and poverty were everywhere. In this environment of utter desperation and anger, a powerful and charismatic leader emerged. Adolf Hitler. His speeches tapped into the nation's pain. He declared the Treaty of Versailles an unforgivable insult. He preached about a superior race and the need to secure their future. He promised to tear up the treaty and restore Germany to its former glory. A people drowning in despair saw Hitler as their only hope. This is how the Nazi Party rose to absolute power. Now, the second major reason was the failed strategy of appeasement by world powers like Britain and France. Hitler began blatantly breaking the treaty's rules, one step at a time. He rebuilt the military. He marched into the Rhineland. He annexed instead of stopping him. Britain and France kept compromising, following a policy of appeasement. They thought giving Hitler what he wanted would satisfy him and prevent another great war. They were tragically wrong. Hitler saw their compromise not as diplomacy, but as weakness. It only made him bolder. Finally, on September 1st, 1939, he launched a full-scale invasion of Poland. Britain and France had promised to defend Poland. With this invasion, they were left with no choice but to declare war on Germany. And so, the Second World War began. Conclusion. So to recap, the real reasons for World War II were, first, the brutally harsh conditions of the Treaty of Versailles, which planted seeds of bitter resentment. Second, the economic collapse that created the perfect conditions for a radical dictator. It wasn't one single cause, but a dangerous chain of events and critical mistakes that led to this global catastrophe. I hope this episode of Uncharted chapter shed light on the real story behind history's biggest war. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. What should we explore next? The forbidden truth behind UFOs? The mysteries of a secret lab? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more journeys into the Uncharted. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.